Bereshith, chapter 49. And Yaakov called his bens and said, Gather together, so that I declare to you what is to befall you in the last days. Gather together and hear, you bens of Yaakov, and listen to Israel, your Abba. Reuben, you are my firstborn, my power and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of exaltation and the excellency of power, boiling like water. You do not excel, because you went up to your Abba's bed, then you defiled it. He went up to my couch. Shimon and Luai are Akim, their weapons are implements of violence. Let my being not enter their council. Let my esteem not be united to their assembly, because they killed a man in their displeasure, and they lamed an ox in pleasure. Cursed be their displeasure, for it is fierce, and their wrath, for it is cruel. I divide them in Yaakov and scatter them in Israel. You, Yehuda, your Akim praise you. Your hand is on the neck of your enemies. Your Abba's children bow down before you. Yehuda is a lion's cub. From the prey you have gone up, my ben. And like a lion, he bowed down. He crouched like a lion. And like a lion, who does rouse him? The scepter shall not turn aside from Yehuda, nor an inscriber from between his feet, until Shiloh comes, and to him is the obedience of the peoples. Binding his donkey to the vine, and his donkey's colt to the choice vine, he washed his garments in wine, and his robes in the blood of grapes. His eyes are darker than wine, his teeth whiter than milk. Zebulun dwells at the seashore. He is for a haven for ships. His border is unto Tizadon. Yissaschar is a strong donkey lying down between two burdens. And he saw that a resting place was good, and that the land was pleasant, and he inclined his shoulder to bear a burden, and became a subject to slave labor. Dan rightly rules his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Dan is a serpent by the way, an adder by the path, that bites the horse's heels so that its rider falls backward. I have waited for your deliverance, Yah. God, a raiding band raids him, but he raids its heel. Bread from Asher is rich, and he gives delicacies of a sovereign. Naphtali is a deer let loose. He gives words of elegance. Joseph is an offshoot of a fruit-bearing tree, an offshoot of a fruit-bearing tree by a fountain. His branches run over a wall, and the archers have bitterly grieved him, shot at him and hated him. But his bow remained in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty one of Yaakov. From there is the shepherd, the stone of Israel, from the yell of your Abba who helps you, and by the Almighty who blesses you with blessings of the heavens from above, blessings of the deep that lies beneath, blessings of the breast and of the womb. Blessings of your father have excelled the blessings of my ancestors, up to the limit of the everlasting hills. They are the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of him who was separated from his Akim. Benjamin is a wolf that tears. In the morning he eats prey, and at night he divides the spoil. All these are the 12 tribes of Israel, and this is what their Abba spoke to them. And he blessed them. He blessed each one according to his own blessing. And he commanded them and said to them, I am to be gathered to my people. Bury me with my Abbas in the cave that is in the field of Ephron, the Hittite, in the cave that is in the field of Machpelah, which is before Mamre, in the land of Canaan, which Abraham bought with the field of Ephron, the Hittite, as a possession for a burial site. There they buried Abraham and Sarah his Isha. There they buried Yitzchak and Ribkah his Isha. And there I buried Leah, the field purchased, and the cave which is in it, from the sons of Heth. And when Yaakov ended commanding his bens, he drew his feet up into the bed and breathed his last, and was gathered to his people.